first football memory, I can remember bits of Italia '90. You know, what, 6. I can remember bits of it. I mean, it probably comes more to you now when you look back at some of the old highlights now. But you know, you think some of those. I think everybody round about that just fell in love with Italian football.
Italia '90 just has this aura about it still, that people still talk about it just being like this magical tournament.
Well, I think because of the way it happened as well. You know, Roger Miller, and you know there was loads of
sub stories and
there was loads of things happened within the tournament, not only just in terms of football. You kind of got the feeling that that was the first like major one. You know, when everybody came together as a, well, for me anyway. My first shirt would have been Rangers, what, 1990, 91, blue.
McEwen's on the front.
McEwen's in the front.
It's a classic Rangers shirt.
Classic, but I've probably tried to steal my dad's McEwen's at that time as well. But yeah, I mean, I think when you go back through the old strips, and it's not like nowadays, is it? You know, where there's like 3-4 strips every season, changes consistently as well. Strips lasted, I mean, you only had the home and away, and sometimes there was the odd one chucked in, or there was a European one chucked in, but and it very rarely changed, even for season after season as well. But you know, that was my first kit. My favourite player, I've actually got 2. I think, I mean, if you grow up a Rangers fan, Ali McCoist is everybody's hero. I think, you know, you only need to listen to him right now on the TV and how enthusiastic he is about the game. But you know, going back to, you know, when he was a player, and when I joined Kilmarnock, him and Ian Durant were part of that squad as well. And McCoist's last game of football, professional, was my first game growing up a Rangers fan. You know, Ali McCoist was my hero. But you know, when you start, I mean, I loved Alan Shearer as well. I think the way that not only, I mean, people will look at Alan Shearer and think, you know, why did you not go to Manchester United? But Newcastle United was his club. He would genuinely have thought that there's an opportunity to go and win the Premier League there.
With his home club. There's nothing better than that, is there?
There's nothing better. I've been fortunate enough to score a few goals, but my favourite would be at Tannadice. To win the league, Dundee United, to win the league, Stephen Whittaker down the right-hand side, fired in a lovely ball, and I just got across the front. I mean, it was ended up, it looked like a tap-in, but you just knew then, you knew that was the job was done. You knew that the league had been won. The day that Rangers beat Aberdeen 2-0 to win the league in 91. That season especially, because of it was Walter's first. I mean, he'd obviously been there as assistant, but his first, you know, 4 games, and he was able to then go and build again. But you know, a phenomenal team. It would be get my hands on that league title for the first time. You're obviously able to back it up the following season, but you know, a club like Rangers is built on winning trophies, and you know, yes, we had won you know, the league and the Scottish Cup, but you wanted to, you know, I always think to be a proper Rangers player, you need to get your hands on league trophies, and that's exactly what, you know, that day at Tannadice, and then the following season as well. It was a fantastic run, but I think the way that it ended, the UEFA Cup Final in Manchester.
Yeah, he lost 2-0 to Zenit.
Unbelievable team.
And they were good for it as well.
They were a good team. You know,
how disappointing was it to get to the final and then not?
When you go back through it, you feel as if, oh, you know, we went there, we beat them, we done this, we done that, we got to Manchester, the build-up was fantastic, but you get beat. You got beat, and it was disappointing. But I mean, listen, I wish I could change that result.